Welcome back to Colorado, and welcome back for an update on our new home. This video is a bit longer. I want to show you where we left renovation and how we continued. I then want to take you out and about town and show you a little bit of where we live now. And then I'll show you how the renovation continued in the next room. But also I want to show you how we live in our home now. What does our living spaces look like? How do we spend our time? And we want to end on what we enjoy most on and what we love here most. So sit back and enjoy. It's just a short drive up to Simpson's Rest. There's a really lovely viewpoint over the town. And this is also how we spotted some places to discover, like the park.
Look at the park, it looks like a view.
And it really is a lovely lush green park. Since our yard is mostly weeds for now, Fitz really loves frolicking around. And we even tried the swings.
Watch it. Careful! Whoa, phone fell.
Gotta have it all.
Sweet, sweet. Hello, look at her. Wow.
You like it? Let's go to the renovation update first, before we explore the town more. So upstairs we have 3 rooms. I have already pulled out the carpet in the front room before we moved in, but this is the state it's in. As you just saw, I usually go upstairs with a plan of what I need to do next, but often I don't know how to do it, what tools to use, or to even get. Okay, what else to do? Get rid of the shoe holiday. Tidy up. Get rid of the floor things. There's some balls. Should we do? So I just try to have a good time. We have no rush with the renovation and also need to save up funds for each step. So we're just trying to keep it as affordable as possible, as fun as possible, and we do what we can. So the plan for the upshed is obviously to get rid of all the carpets and hope that the floor is decent, and so far it's so good. We also want to sand it down at some point. It would be really beautiful to restore these old hardwood floors. But since sanding and renting it or buying a sander, it's all too much work, too expensive. So for now, my plan is to color drench the whole room from floor to ceiling. It could look great. It's definitely the most straightforward to deal with the wood floor, but who knows how it will turn out. For now, I'm just trying to get the room ready for priming. Since the oak carpet was quite thick, there's a big gap under the shoe molding, so it has to go. And before we moved here, I didn't even know what shoe molding is, and I'm noticing that's a challenge I keep facing. I just don't know much about renovation or construction, but I'm definitely eager to learn. And it's very satisfying once you figured something out. Generally, my process is I think about what I want to do with the room, then I talk to Claude and get input on how it's done usually. Then I research anything Claude suggests because I don't trust anything blindly. And then I can probe Claude more. And then I usually get to work. It's a lot of trial and error. I usually try to be very efficient, but with this renovation, the approach is learning by doing. Yes, when your drill is dying, then all you can do is dance. So instead of writing a long list of things that I have to hammer out, I do whatever feels productive to me. This way the process is really enjoyable. I start when I want, I stop when I want. When I get stuck, like removing these anchors that have to be painted over, that had been painted over and sunk into the wall, I go to Vent to Lewis and then he usually comes up with a solution for me. Or in this case, he whips out a tool he has for this particular job and then he makes it look really easy. But as long as the job gets done and I can keep going, I'm happy.
Just an anchor.
Lewis had a drill, but its batteries were dying, and since the drill was a bit more powerful and heavy, I had to hold it with two hands most of the time. I waited for the Bosch drill to go on sale and snapped it up. I used to have a tiny Bosch to install IKEA furniture and I loved it. Before we try out the new drill and get back to renovation, let me show you around town a bit. Every Saturday there is a small farmer's market in town. The first time we went, we met Vibeke and her little Maltese. This was the first other Maltese Fitz ever met, so that was exciting. But then she also asked us whether we're visiting or what brings us here, and we said we just moved here and we fell in love with this place. And so she told us that's what happened to her, and she owned the McCormick building downtown. So she took us to the visitor booth and grabbed a magazine to give us, since it had a story about the building. And it was just such a lovely moment, our dogs meeting, our first time at the farmer's market. And then we get to meet the person who, with her husband, renovated the McCormick for everyone to enjoy when they are in Trinidad. I must say, the whole downtown, while it's just a few roads, it's mighty. There are quite a few amazing buildings here. Trinidad is a stop on the Santa Fe Trail, where traders and ranchers and rail workers and miners and immigrants pass through. And that's why we have loads of Victorian architecture with red brick streets. So thanks to coal mining and the railroad, this place looks so good today. There's also the Carnegie Public Library, which opened in 1904 thanks to Andrew Carnegie, who built 30 other libraries in Colorado. Fitzy wants to go in the library?
Yeah, they're not open yet.
Fitzy. Book drop. And then here.
Yeah, this little fits in it and the little Once upon a time when dreams were dreams.
And while the town is small, it still has everything we need, and like a supermarket, Safeways around the corner. It's just a lovely place with rich history, amazing people, and everything you need to live an enjoyable life, especially with a dog. But let's go back to our renovation update, shall we? The walk along the water. Let's go. What are we doing? We are ripping out the carpet. So once I got bored with the front room, I decided it was time to start on the room next door. The room is about 3 meters by 3 meters, and if I get it right in feet, about 10 by 10 feet. And initially we thought we could make it into our bedroom, but as you can see, we have a door on two walls, one entry door and one walk-in door, and a large built-in with shelves and on another wall. And then the last wall has a window. So a bed, if you want two adults to be able to access it from both sides, won't really fit. But before I can turn this room into anything, it's time for renovation. As this room is number 5 in which carpets are being ripped, I'm definitely getting better at it. The wood floor that revealed itself might be the best looking floor we have so far, and the carpet wasn't even glued down, so that's a huge plus. Next up were the shoe molding again, but even here I finally am using tools well, and it was done in no time. This room had other challenges though, like a hole in the plaster under the window. The window was replaced, so I think the leaking has stopped, or I hope so. But yeah, I'm not sure yet how I'm going to fix that. Claude is telling me it's only superficial, but since I've never plastered before, and I don't know how to check whether it's actually dried out, I'm gonna figure that out later. There's also a wallpaper ledge on 2 walls that need removing. And I also have made a decision about what to do with this walk-in and the built-in. Brute force. But as in the other room, the plan here is to color drench floor to ceiling and probably also the built-in shelf. The new drill was also a joy to use. It's just, you feel powerful when things go well. Once new materials arrived, like sanding paper and wood filler, I started working between both rooms. I took Claude's advice to soak the wallpaper ledge with dish soap, and it got off really well. On the leftover carpet tapes on the floor, nothing but patient worked, but we got it done in the end. But I also had to bring in Claude to advise and supervise my next hurdle: how to get rid of the old paint and glue that was between where the old shoe molding was and the floor. And while it doesn't need to look good, it does have to be flat and somewhat smooth, otherwise the shoe molding can't sit there flush. So yeah, Claude suggested trying sanding and any tool to scratch it off, but it was just too caked on. So I complained a bit more to Claude, and then it suggested that I would get my multi-tool out. Okay. I'm gonna try that. And the cool thing is, Claude knew I had this tool because I mentioned it when we used it in the mudroom, but I didn't know that I could use it here. So I tried it. But as a novice like myself, I just wanted to have some supervision, so I checked in with Claude again. Let's check. How does that look? I think that this will work. It's not pretty, but it doesn't have to be pretty. So, glad I can do and I went around the whole room with my oscillating multi-tool until... What? Are you dead? We're not done yet. Yeah, I usually like to charge my tools the day before I plan on using them, but since this wasn't planned, I took a charging break and went around and hand sanded the ledge instead. And then later I finished the room off with the oscillating tool. But as you can see, I'm taking my time with renovation. It's so true that most of the work has to be done or is done before priming, because priming itself, you just slap it on the wall and wait for it to dry. But everything else has to be done before. But it also makes sense. The foundations have to be solid, otherwise the paint job can't be a good paint job. But yeah, that's about where I've been with the renovation. There is another room upstairs, and there is the corridor with a stairway, both of which still have carpet. But let's see how I can progress on these two rooms before I start another room. But enough with renovation. Let me show you how we are living here now. So usually morning starts, if Fitz doesn't wake us up, then she's somewhere cuddling close to us. I like to peek outside and make my way to the kitchen. I enjoy tea in the morning. I always like tea. We take our mugs outside on the porch while Fitch takes herself potty in the yard.
Good morning.
Then Fitzy gets rewarded with her chicken stick. We have moved out pretty much everything so that now we have a living room, an office, dining room, and a bedroom downstairs. All the furniture we already had from before. It fits pretty well into the current living room. Fitz has her room, her crate. The bookshelf is still empty. I am not planning on unpacking all of the boxes of books. At least not until we decided whether we're doing any renovation downstairs. And we're really happy that Fitz really likes it here. We sometimes find her sitting in a chair or lounging on the couch. She has a spot next to Lewis's desk. Then she has a spot under our desk, so... The office in the front room is for both of us and for dining. It might not be a conventional home setup, but we're not very conventional people. All the windows everywhere make every room so bright and inviting. And yeah, that's our work setup. We take many coffee breaks throughout the day and even got an ice cube maker since we don't really have a fridge freezer yet. And even my plants are happier here. No doubt the light helps. The kitchen is still just dingy. We took down the uppers and put a wrap on to make it feel fresh quickly and cheaply. But yeah, we also don't have a dishwasher yet, so we're doing our dishes by hand, but we have a really nice view. This is what we will leave it for some time. The renovation of the kitchen is not really high on our list because the bathroom has to move out first. So our plan is to move the bathroom into the room that is currently our bedroom to make room for a bigger kitchen. The bathroom is probably the biggest mess. It still has old carpet. Yes, we are showering in flip-flops for now. The sink isn't working. Yeah, we only have one sink in our whole home. But the window is lovely, and we even have a window in our shower. Very unusual, very cute. The shower is old, but it has real power. I guess that's the perks of living on the ground floor. We also don't have a laundry machine yet. That will be part of the bathroom kitchen renovations later. But since we both like laundromats and we have Linda's Laundry in town, we just gather our stuff, pack it into IKEA bags, and take it to Linda's. And since everything is about 10 minutes drive, we really don't charge our car often, but when we do, it's amazing to just drive up into our lawn and plug it into our own home. So yeah, this is what we were up to or are up to when we aren't on our desks or renovating the home, and Fitzy is always nearby. What we really love here, I think the views, we just can't get enough of them. It's just so relaxing to be able to step outside, even for just a few minutes. You hear the birds chirping, the wind blowing, not much going on otherwise, maybe a neighbor waving. It's calm and peaceful. The sky is ever-changing. We love seeing sunsets and sunrises pretty much out of every window in the house. The yard, while we haven't really started the big cleanup, we noticed the changes, like the one rose bush that has survived the abandonment of many years. But yeah, the weather is a roller coaster. Last week suddenly we had a hail, like big hail, and then it also quickly rolls out. It rolls in, it rolls out, you never know what's next.
Sweetie, stay here. It
Good
hurt.
man.
It landed on my foot.
It hurt a little.
Holy shit.
But to be honest, the most surreal experience we have had here so far, and it means a lot if you had a bear in your pool oasis just outside your window. But what was even more surreal was when we saw a double rainbow right over a house. Like, it looks like AI, but it's real. So it's better than AI. So yeah, that's what I'll leave you with. All the best from somewhere under the rainbow, and see you next time.